righteousness, Jerusalem, and the Holy Seed. We're here on February the 16th, 2009. And this is for our domestic audience and our international audience. Peace to all of you. And Yah bless. For YHWH is the King, the fountain of living water, Spirit and Creator of all things, the tree of life, the first and the last, and beside Him there is no Savior. He is the Creator of all the earth. And we're here today, we're going to kind of pick up from where we left off the last show that we did, November 10th, 2008, 6 days after the selection of Barack Obama as the President of the United States of America, the daughter of Babylon, by the international bankers, the Illuminati and the monarchies have selected him, groomed him, raised him to be the first person of color in modern day United States, or the daughter of Babylon. You know, many people refer to John Hanson, the so-called first black president of the Republic of the United States. But again, as we've mentioned on previous shows, John Hanson, more than likely, the picture that they like to show, the real dark one, that really looks like an African American, that probably more than likely that wasn't John Hanson. It's another picture where he was lighter, keener features, and more than likely he was a descendant of Esau. Because as we've said in previous shows, the descendants of Esau come in all colors, as generally the children of Israel. And the children and the descendants of Esau, the Jews, because the children of Israel are not Jews, we are Hebrew Israelites. The descendants of Esau have mixed with many people, and the conspiratorial center of this evil cabal of the descendants of Esau, basically they are Amalekites. We're talking about the House of Rothschild and the Schiffs and the Warburgs and the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, so on and so forth. They are the ones who have selected and groomed Barack Obama to be this president at this time, and specifically aimed at people of color, specifically the children of Israel. As you can see, many of our people are in a euphoric state at his election, or should I say selection. And that's why he was chosen. Not only children of Israel here in America, but wherever we are, and people of color, wherever they are, to try to put on a different face for the people of the world, to make people think that America is going to change its policies. Okay? America will endure. Okay? That's the headlines here. America will endure. Huge crowds gathered at his inauguration. He ran on the policy that he would bring change, and change is going to come. It has to come, because we're in the midst of the collapse of the United States of America, or the daughter of Babylon. As we said on the previous show and previous shows, it is in the midst of total collapse. Economically, it already has collapsed morally many years ago, because it wasn't predicated or established on moral or Yah's laws. Okay, so therefore it couldn't do anything but go deeper into a moral degeneration, as we witness with homosexuality, lesbianism, same-sex marriages, murders, and rape and pillage. As we can see, you know, Barack Obama, he ran closing Gitmo, runs into two problems, it states here. Okay, still hasn't closed the Guantanamo Bay facility where they have housed torture victims that they've gathered from various spots in the world, and other places where they kidnap these people and bring them to these torture facilities. These things are still in existence on Barack Obama's watch. You have a major crisis economically, as this article says, with anger all around, Americans growing numb, okay, because their monies have dissipated, jobs have lost. You have a number of people who have lost jobs in just the last 5 weeks. We're doing this show again February 16, 2009. 600,000 jobs were lost in the month of January 2009. Over 100,000 jobs were lost in the first week of February. So that's over 700,000 jobs lost in just the first 5 weeks of this 2009 year. Over 10 million jobs were lost last year, and that's what they're telling us. Anyway, the figures could be grossly more than that. Many people are knocked off the unemployment rolls. They've exhausted their unemployment, so they're not counted anymore. As you see this article here, Democrats undercut aid of U.S. workers because in the bill it says what's been quietly stripped from this bill of Barack Obama, the stimulus bill. What's been quietly stripped is a provision that would have required any businesses receiving federal stimulus cash to use an easy computer program called E-Verify to make sure that the jobs they generate go to American citizens or documented foreign workers, not illegal immigrants. So they didn't want that in the stimulus package, so they knocked that out. It says it's cheap to operate, okay, and more than 96% of job applicants are cleared by the program within minutes. Okay, this makes it almost impossible for employers to skirt the system and hire cheap illegal labor. Okay, but the House Democrats approved, Senate they approved it, the House Democrats, and the Senate Democrats peeled it away, and that's the game they play. Okay, they get to tell their constituents, see, I voted for it, but they never really wanted it in the first place. You follow me? That's a quote from a House Representative Sessions. Okay, and they say also, meanwhile, Obama campaigns for the bill, warning that without his stimulus package, we'll suffer economic catastrophe. Whatever happened to choosing hope over fear? But that's how they do. They scared the people. They put fear into you, inseminated into you to tell you if you don't do this quickly, pass this bill, then it's going to collapse. We're going to have all of these problems. And so when you sign the bill, or they pass the bill, then they come back later and tell you, this has created inflationary situation where now they have problems later on from the signing of this bill. But that's how they do. You know what I'm saying? They just put people in the position of fear, and they get these things passed that seem like they're going to help the people, but in actuality, it's detrimental in the long run. Financiers screw up, we have to pull their fat from the fire. It's another article, okay? No way out of crisis without rewarding the bad behavior of those who caused it, okay? And that's the so-called experts of the banking cartels and these investment houses and the Federal Reserve. These are supposed to be experts on finance. All right, that's why they're in the positions that they're in. But when these collapse happen, when all of these economic problems take place, then the people, okay, end up being stripped of all of their finances, you follow, all of their savings, as you witnessed with the 401ks, with stock investments. They end up being stripped. Pension plans, pension funds, they end up being stripped or downgraded. Monies that you thought you were going to get when you retired, you don't get. You get part of it, you get partial, or you don't get anything at all.